Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, gobbing with Nikki. Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, we're jobbing with Nikki.
Welcome to Jobbing with Nikki. I have the pleasure and privilege of being joined today by Adam Bolt and Jackie T.
Have that.
This could be really good or really chaotic.
That's the word. You know the word.
So I did get some questions sent in for you guys, and one of them was, how did you two meet?
So,
I'll let you take this first one.
God. So, at our first training school, which was in Rotherham, which is no longer running, I think when I say that, most people know where it is. Jack was actually in the tag team with somebody else who no longer wrestles. And I started, and we were all, I would say all similar age, but like 4 years apart. But anyway, we were like the youngest there. And we
You
were
were
all,
oldest, weren't
we
you?
believe it or not, we were actually the immature ones of the group. I know that's hard to believe now because we've like grown up and matured. But we started training there, and then when lockdown happened and his former tag partner stopped wrestling, we kind of just gelled together and then worked on some stuff in lockdown, and then since then we've been ruining everyone's life since.
Are you actually ever face anywhere?
Believe it or not,
We were.
yes, we were. We've been face at House of Pain.
We're facing
I'm trying to think of other places now.
we're facing True Grit on the tapings one.
Yeah, we did one tapings for True Grit in lockdown actually. We faced Misery Business and we were faced there.
Right.
We were facing PW at one point.
Yeah, we've been faced a couple of
Yeah, we have.
places.
I think we've been faced everywhere.
Because I think the thing is with us is that people. This is not me saying this, although I still believe it. Because we can be that entertaining and funny, people love to hate us that much that sometimes they just end up loving us and
Yeah.
they find us funny. But I think it's better when we're funny while insulting somebody we're against as a heel rather than funny like insulting the crowd. I mean, because when we take that into being face, we can only insult the person in front of us. And I like to insult everyone, as you know. So
you are amazing. Like you have, I cheer for you anyway most of the time. But
I know you do. You own it one.
I know it's from a mile away. We always know where you're at.
Hey, don't! I passed you your stick back, right?
You did. Hey, you did. That got clocked. That some people were dissing you like for that. I was loving it.
Yeah, well.
I got some heat. I got on night you took some heat off of me, so I was alright with that.
I'll turn heel. It's fine.
We need a third member, you know.
Okay, I'm loud.
No,
Then
that's fine.
again, I'm not as loud as Ivy, so.
Well, I don't know. It's quite neck and neck.
It's the South Yorkshire in me. What can I say?
Although I watched my match back from True Grit yesterday with Kid Bandit, and all I can hear at the front is I've got her in a waistlock, and I can hear you repeating what I've said and then laughing. And there's like, how many people in that crowd? And there's only one person we can hear. So don't tell me you're not as loud as anyone.
I am very sorry, Big Man Bolt. Right.
There we go. That's the one.
Big Man Bolt. It's either Big Man Bolt or Mr. B, and I love it.
Mr. B.
Do you know Mr. B has happened for years? He said Mr. B for ages, and like even I was saying this to a few people at True Grit that I've asked. Like when he texts me and stuff, like if he's like, for example, he's come to mind today and he'll be like, "On way, Mr. B." That's the way he talks to me. So when people hear it like on a show, they think it's just him being Jackie T. Like he's not. That's what happens all the time.
I think I should call you Mr. B or Mr. Bolt more than what I.
Yeah, he does. I ring him and he says Mr. B when he answers. What he does.
I don't think. When was the last time we actually called each other by our actual name?
I call him all sorts things I can't say here.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Agreed.
I can imagine, yeah. You can say whatever you want.
I mean, he has got a massive head. He has got a massive head. That's one thing I do say. So in my phone, he's saved as Jackie T with a black love art, which is nice for me, and then the emoji of Saturn because his head's like a planet. So
I don't think you've got a big head, Jackie.
Thank you. At least somebody thinks that.
It's a normal size head.
It is, isn't it? The only reason why he's saying that is because his hair covers half of his face up, so it makes it smaller. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
no.
All right.
Right. Are we ready for another one?
Oh, is that first one? Oh God, yeah, go on.
Someone
Go for it.
asked, how exactly do you make it look so good?
Because there's only one me. That's a daft question. Who asked that question? I need to know. I want to
That
send
was
everyone
actually
to
Cooper, who helps out at True Grit.
Cooper.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that. Okay. I thought it was a Scruffy fan. That's fine. I'll take it. Right. Okay. So, yeah, no, that's fine. So, I don't know. You tell me. I don't do this
Me?
stuff on purpose, you know. I was just born this way.
It's the sparkly pants. Tell you that now. That is. I think that is that hidden gem. I think.
Yeah.
Carry on. Carry on.
You know, and the fact that you make it all yourself as well.
Do you know what it actually started with? So, what it actually started with, what it started with me was when I was trying to figure out who I was as a wrestler, right? I had, sorry, my dog's attacking my desk. I was thinking, you know, I'm not like everyone. Like a lot of people in wrestling, you know, like listen to like rock music or metal music. I'm not like that. Like growing up, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit of a child. Like I'm from Doncaster, do you know what I mean? So like I was like, that's not my sort of music. And the best advice I got given, believe it or not, which was from Ivy, was to take something about yourself and turn it up to 100. Believe it or not, Ivy is actually quite loud, and she takes it from 99 to 100. So it's genuinely being her. That's what she's like. So I was like,
Yeah.
So I found this music, which was "Make It Look Good" by Tom Zanetti, because it's a bit my vibe and it's a bit exotic, and I knew I wanted to be like a bit of a, not like a like, wannabe movie star, but kind of like someone who does want to always like look good and stuff like that. But I didn't come up with the gimmick because a lot of people think I got the music made to fit the gimmick. It wasn't. It was a music that caught on and people started catching on to the music and then telling me I made it look good. So then it just became a thing. So
Oh,
then
wow.
it's carried into like when I'm wrestling or like the
I'm
gear,
looking
like
at
the way I like when and now that we do like the matching gears at True Grit, somehow when I'm wearing gear and he's wearing a waistcoat, but we manage to match them. So it's like it kind of fits everything. Like it fits music, everything. So like there's nothing that about my gimmick or wrestling where I can't say I make it look good, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
But I didn't create it, it came from the music and fans, weirdly.
Well, that's the thing, like even Jeebus, you know, he sees a lot of moves, but he says your finish is probably one of the best that he sees in Brit Rest.
Oh Jeebus. He's nice.
no. It's not true. It's not true what we say about Jeebus.
No, it's not.
What do you say
No,
about
to be
Jeebus?
fair, that finish again, like the finish for me as well was like I I started doing it from a springboard because it's different. So
Mm.
like and no one else does it. But the problem is that when I want photos or footage of it, doing it from a springboard with ropes that half the time are slack. Like you don't get the visual of it. So coming off the top where the ropes are tight, like you get like a bigger jump. So it looks
Mm.
nicer.
That
But I do like
breaker.
that finish. And believe it or not, it doesn't actually hurt your arse either. Like unless you're doing it off of a ladder, Tony, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like it doesn't actually hurt
Mm.
much.
Well, we're going
I've
to
never
touch
woke
on
up
your
next day with a
ladder
sore
match.
ass. So
We are going to touch on your ladder match a bit later. But yeah, you
Oh.
absolutely broke me and Jeeves when you were like, these ropes are so slack. Like,
The way that you see him, his body were having one of them. Is like we're having a fit.
brilliant.
I didn't even know I was
though.
going to pull that off. I just got up. But well, you know me. Like the thing is I don't try and I feel like sometimes when you're heel or face or whatever, when you try to be funny, people can see through you. Same as like how many times do you see people go out to do like crowd work and they stop and they're like, "Come on, everyone!" And when it's generic, you're like, "I want to know who you are. I don't want you
Yeah.
to be what your idea of the machine's face is." Like you know, like if someone created a generic face, a generic heel, like you don't want that in everybody. Otherwise, by match 2, 3, you're going to get bored. You're not going to connect with anyone.
Exactly.
So like, I'm just me. So like normally I would do that. Like there's something like for example with Jack, like if I say something to him like, "Oh, guess what? Like, oh, I'm gonna like I found this earlier," and he's like, "Oh, did you?" I'll be like, "No, I'm lying." Like it's just what I'm like. I'm just an arsehole. So like it just comes out as like word vomit.
Never
No,
agree
but
with
it
So
something
does,
so
because
much
it
in
does
all my
fit
life.
you. Everyone, everyone knows who you are. And the most common thing is we love to hate him.
And does everybody know how much of an arsehole he is?
who's that?
No.
Me, not me.
No.
Ever.
We'll have to explore that at some point.
Yeah,
They'll
well,
all think that
yeah.
he's actually lovely in real life, but you know.
Yeah, I actually am.
Actually, chats is what he does.
I mean, he's from Rosso. He can't be that nice.
Right, listen,
Agreed.
people
Absolutely agreed.
I've just told people I'm from Doncaster, which is
No.
slightly worse, so I don't know why I went
No,
into that.
no, right. You are
He's a
from
Rosy Rotter.
good old Rosso, like me, right?
Don't tell them I'm from the same place as you.
Jeez.
Oh.
Rosy Rotters, eh?
I remember seeing a little Adam walking around village with his mum. Little
Listen,
chav Adam.
Right, Julie.
Yeah,
Right, Julie, we get on here.
I had to walk her, didn't I?
Yeah. Now, Prince Pele, he hasn't asked a question. He just wants you both to know how much he loves you.
Oh,
Oh, bless him. He isn't good enough, Pele.
Like,
He's
yeah.
lovely,
Oh,
isn't he?
I love Prince Pele.
He is.
Pele.
He's lovely.
Despite him beating me at Infamous.
And despite punching me in the face, but
yeah,
we'll glaze over
put
that.
that behind us if he loves us. That's fine. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he loves us. I like him.
There you go.
Water under
It's a
the
love-like
bridge.
relationship.
So, how did it come about then that Jackie was going to be your like bodyguard?
This was actually all is. So I might just hit this
Go
little,
for it. I've talked too much.
hit this little bit. So, sort of going back to like the old tag team scenario. So originally, this came. The idea was actually brought from Adam at the beginning of lockdown. He had sort of the idea of what he wanted to go for, and he was like, and originally we was going to do it with a trio, which was going to be me and my tag team partner.
Right.
And basically the only idea we had was like Adam was going to be this like movie star kind of guy, and he wanted his own security, but not the security that you tend to find that are actually good at it.
The ones that are useless.
Basically, yeah.
Some things have changed. Some things never change. He started off useless. He still is.
But he just knows that I'm there to help him win. So that's all he needs to know.
Oh, well, we were talking about your gear and your thingy. So, was it your intention to look like a snooker player?
Did somebody ask that question?
Right.
No, that's just me.
Oh,
That's just you. Of course it is. Right, what's going to be you? Right. So I've been called a few things since we've done this. So I've had a snooker player, poker player, I've had waiter.
You did look like a waiter.
So, for context, first of all, he wore the pink and he got called, that was
The snooker player.
snooker player. Then it was black and he got called a butler / waiter. Then it was purple and he got called a magician.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the magician one. I forgot about that one.
And then it was gold, and I think that was
Gold. That I don't think I got.
No, that was alright. That the gold he was safe.
That passed.
And then he wore silver. Did you get anything this weekend?
No.
Oh, see, gold and silver it is then. All colours. They just don't like them.
Was the gold one against Sammy?
No, that was the ladder match.
That was purple.
And the gold one, the only one he didn't get insulted for, he ripped it punching Tony Wright.
Well, let's talk about that ladder match because holy shit, like it was incredible, absolutely incredible. How much did you hurt the day after?
It still blows my mind. Do you know what? I would love to sit and like obviously ladder matches hurt, right? So like bumps and bruises and that were happening, but from what we did, you would think that we would be laid like up in hospital the next day. And the only abnormal like injury I had was just a big lump on my thigh where I hit the second rope moonsault. It was one of the first things I did. The second rope moonsault when Tony moved and I hit the ladder. And that's just because the ladder, I came down like, the ladder's here and I wanted to come down like this. And I came down like that. So it was like all thigh that hit the edge of the ladder. And apart from that, I was fine. Like, I would obviously ate more than I would from a normal match, but there was nothing like, no big cuts or anything. It was just, felt like shit.
See, this is what always blows my mind about wrestling, that you can do all that and just be fine. Like, it absolutely blows my mind.
It's weird how much your body like adapts to it, and up to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Part of it feels as well like I always feel like you train to be a wrestler, it's fine, but you've got to be some type of human to be a wrestler because it's not until I step out of it and I picture anybody I know that isn't a wrestler doing it, and I know for a fact they'd end up in hospital. So I'm like,
Yeah.
what am I doing that keeps me safe? Because you can't safely take a neck breaker on a ladder. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, weird.
It baffles me. Absolutely. Just, I don't get it. Like, I try and explain wrestling to my mates who don't like wrestling. And I'm like, there's more work goes into wrestling than say, like boxing or something, because you're just punching. I know you got to get your footwork and all that with boxing, but in wrestling, you've got to keep that other person safe, and you've got to be safe. And it takes, like, I've been to a few sessions where they've done, like, people have been training in front of me and stuff, and I'm just like, how? Like, it's a coup de grace that gets me. Like, how can you jump on someone's chest and not cave it in? Like, things like that.
Fair
And
argument.
that's the thing, like, I never want to know that little extra bit. I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing with the announcing and this, and being on the outside a little bit, because I don't want to ruin that extra little bit of magic for me.
I don't even know if there is an extra bit, to be honest.
No.
It feels like there is.
Because if you asked me, I wouldn't know what to tell you, and that's just God's honest truth. Like, I wouldn't know what. Like, if I think now, if I'm going to do a coup de grace on someone now, if I'm going to climb on this desk and coup de grace Jack through my floor,
He'd make sure he stamped.
Right.
He'd make sure he stamps and sinks into me is what he would do.
I would.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't tell you how I would do it other than just do it.
But then how doesn't the other person just die?
I'm
Like, it doesn't
guessing
make
it's because they're anticipating it, and you're kind of like, and it's like,
So like brace yourself.
same as like, only thing I can picture it as being like, do you know, like in a gym, maybe like when people are like working abs and they're like bouncing like a ball off their abs and stuff while they're tensing. I assume it's just that, because if I jumped on Jack and give him a coup de grace while he was asleep, he probably would die. But
yeah,
you know,
it's just all crazy to me sometimes. Now, I want to talk about one more round last year where you faced Ivy in the main event. How was that for you? Because obviously you and Ivy are like so close. So how was it working her at that show?
so strangely, bit of an inside secret here. I was actually supposed to wrestle Jack.
Oh,
Yeah, because we'd been doing like the 3 years worth of like shows for like I know Dave Stewart, who runs Phoenix Events, who runs One More Round. He normally does one show a year, but over the last couple of years he's done like an extra charity show, so there's been like 2. And at the first charity show we wrestled each other.
that was the one for Lily, weren't it?
No, that was
it.
I can't remember what else. I think it was a special one for a charity that was close to like Dave personally. I think it was something to do with his nana. But weirdly, it was on the anniversary of. It was on the 2-year anniversary of my nana dying, and it was in the first one, and it was in Asken Miners Welfare, and it was not only the anniversary of her dying or passing away, but it was in the same building that she last watched me wrestling, and it was for the title that she'll watch me winning that last match. So when Dave asked me who I wanted to wrestle, I was like, this big-headed twat here. So that's why that's where it started, and then it went really well. And I think that honestly, that was the first one-on-one match I'd had where it was like I came away from it being like that was good. And then we fast forwarded a year later, and we decided to do it again.
Which was these,
and this was actually at One More Round, wasn't it? I think it was.
Yeah, we had the street fight.
That was the one in Sheffield where we had like a bit of like a street fight for it. And then we made the announcement, because I took the belt back, that we were going to do the third one with Dave Stewart as the referee. And then so that was going to be the match at One More Round. Obviously, we weren't anticipating, or Lindsay Ivy, whatever, which one, didn't know like when she was gonna retire. So when she made a decision, she was like, "Oh, I feel bad," and she messaged me saying, "Dave Stewart has asked me who I want to wrestle, and I really want to wrestle you because we're not going to get to do it anywhere. But I know you and Jack have got this thing going on," which is why, as like a collective group of friends, me and Jack agreed to do our match at Lily's show so me and Ivy could wrestle one more round because one more round was in Sheffield and it was closer for Ivy.
Yeah.
And she wanted to wrestle me. And like, you know, if someone comes to you and say, I've been told who I want to wrestle, I've been asked and I'm picking you, I can't be like, yeah, thanks, but no. Like, and I wouldn't want to anyway. So it was like hard because I wanted to finish this story with Jack, but and then I've got and it's like, ugh. But I'm glad we did it the way we did it because wrestling, it was just, we'd never had a one-on-one and it was just fun. Like, it was hilarious. Like, I think I took my mum's crutches from the crowd at one point and drop kicked her with it. Like, it was just fun. So fun.
Well, I was watching, I've been going through stuff, getting ready for this, and I was watching Jeebus's reel of it. And at one point, I know I'd gone outside, and at one point, you and Ivy are fighting, and I'm like walking behind, like, let me back to my seat. I was like, why am I just there?
I forgot that happened. I forgot that was you. I knew there was somebody, and I forgot that was you. Of course it was.
Yeah, it was. But I love the one more round shows. Like, that was my first one in years because I used to go to them. Because I used to go to all the Phoenix events shows. And then obviously Lily's show where Jack won the title. And Isabel actually got in the ring and had a picture with you. With Jack. So, you know. Yeah, she got in the ring and had a picture with you. But that show was so emotional for everyone.
She must keep that picture sacred then, is what she should do.
Sacred as in bin.
Well, it's not in her photo book, but I might have to add it because I feel bad now.
Don't add it. Nobody wants that mug in their photo book.
I bet you've got loads.
He has. That's what you don't. That's what you don't understand. He's got a full album.
I have not. You wish
full album?
No. What's your wallpaper on your phone?
You what? My wallpaper?
Yeah.
The Big One Inc. logo?
Yeah, do you know what mine is?
Well, yeah.
This is how much I care about Jack.
Oh.
That's mine. Close enough to Jack, I know, but no.
Just as cute. Do you know what I mean?
It's not cute. You're being more. Anyway, sorry.
Dog ain't got a big head.
What?
I swear that's the only time I'll say it. You know I don't mean it.
Get a big head champion in it, feel good.
You have taken a lot of bullets for Adam at True
Yes, yes, I have. As it turns out,
being a 619 from Kid Bandit.
Yeah, I do. And you know what? Now I'm starting to wonder why I do it. Actually, thinking about it.
You're gonna turn on it.
Because for as long as I'm champion, they can't not have me on the show. And if I'm on the show, you're on the show. If I'm dressing nice and looking good, you're looking good, which means we're getting photos. So keep doing what you're doing.
I'm just waiting for the day when he goes to throw you the hairspray and he just sprays it in your face and we have a big Jackie face turn.
I couldn't do that.
Do you know what? I'm waiting for the day.
No, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
I'm waiting for the day when he throws the hairspray to me and he launches it in my forehead. That's what I'm waiting for. I won't blame him.
I mean, big enough target, innit? So that's fair.
Or because his head's that big, he goes to throw it at me and his orbit just pulls it round his own.
But let's talk about the matches at True Grit you've had recently. You've had some brilliant ones. Like I say, you had your one with Priscilla where you won the title. You have had my Sammy.
I knew that.
That was a match. That was brilliant. Like, all your matches at True Grit have been just phenomenal. It's the only word I could use to describe them. Because it's like when I first started going back to wrestling, and I knew you were a wrestler because my mum kept mentioning it, and then like just seeing you, and then you like turned around because I just sweaty back on my legs, and you just turned around, looked at me again, like, oh shit, I know it.
I did.
I actually cried when you won that Pride Championship.
I remember you saying to me, like, you best be winning this. And I was like, I'll try.
I remember I was talking to Lauren on Saturday And I was saying to her how, like, it's not often you get people doing so well from where we're from.
Mm.
And you are taking it to new levels. Like, you're wrestling all over the country. And it's something to be proud of. I know it sounds stupid, but I am proud to know you. And, like, I'm getting all mushy now.
It is. And do you know what? I'm going to be nice for once because it is. I feel like it hits different coming from you because you're from the same village, right? So, like, what gets me is like the extra things. Like when BBC contacted me about doing like a bit of a story thing a couple of years ago, and then like last year I was invited to like Doncaster Pride as a guest just because I was doing so much and being from here. So it's like we spend all this time celebrating what we're doing in wrestling, but in wrestling we're all just in the same pool, right? We're all just, it doesn't matter where we're from, we're all just fighting to move up. But when you put it into like the context of where you're from and like, your small villages, whatever, it's like in our village we have a boxer called Maxie Hughes, who is the brother of somebody I went to school with. And everyone in the village is always talking about him because he's doing so well at boxing. But because wrestling's more of a niche, like you won't get the average person unless they know me personally will know about the wrestling, right?
Yeah.
But now people in the village will stop my mum and talk about it, and she'll say, "Oh, Susan, who lives next to Derek, who's cousins with Sandra," and I'm like, "Who's that?" And it's like people do know. It's like it's nice as well because people recognise my mum and dad in the village because they're like, "Oh, your son's the wrestler," and it is quite weird. It is quite nice.
Yeah, I bet like the only other person I always go like, oh well, Youngblood's from Doncaster, he's doing really well. It's like my two people that I think of are Adam Bolt and Youngblood.
I'll take that. I bet we haven't got the same amount of followers, but
Yeah, it's not about the followers. It's about how well you're doing. But like I say, you don't see many people succeed from when we're from. So it is nice.
no, it
That's
is. And
that's my mushy part out the way.
to go back to your point about the
let
True Grit matches as well.
Yes, sorry.
No, it's all right. It just came into my mind, like because I'm going to say something you're going to love, but like I am 100% real at True Grit, right? So like everything I stand for, I mean, and this is the only time where there'll be a lot of people from the LBGT plus community that are in wrestling that won't like me saying it, and that's because they know it's true. And it's controversial what I say, but I mean it when I say that that Pride Championship is a championship. It's not Pride. Like it is, and I represent very well. But do you know what? I'll be honest. There is people that actually say I don't represent well, just because I don't make everything I do about being LGBT, or just because I put my wrestling first and like, or maybe it's because I'm not as over the top with my sexuality compared to the wrestling, and it drives me insane because I'm like, ages ago, like, and it's weird, like years ago, like people that were more feminine as a person, like if there was like a male that was more feminine, they'd kind of be like the outcast, whereas it almost feels like that's reversed a bit. And because we're so accepting of everybody, and we've like, you get people that are really out there and we accept them, we bring them in, and we like, it makes me feel like the average everyday lad is kind of like what they used to feel like now. Like I don't feel like they all love me because I'm not like, do you know what I mean? Like
you're not flamboyant enough.
Like I won't go to a show, stay over on night, and then go out to like, say if I was in Manchester, you wouldn't see me going down Canal Street or something like that because I just don't like it. I don't like drinking for one. So it just feels like it's a bit like that. So in terms of True Grit and going back to the point, like I just wanted to prove that take people out of the illusion they're watching a Pride Championship match and just put on good matches for everybody. Because I want to treat, especially like there's a gap in the market at True Grit because there's no mid card championship, right? So to me, like I'm carrying the Pride Championship, but in my mind it's like an Intercontinental Championship, like it's a workhorse championship. That's the way I treat it. So like, although I'll be limited on challenges because it's the Pride Championship, like that's where it came from. So like when I wrestled Priscilla there was a big contrast between me and Priscilla. And then I wrestled Jason Joshua. It wasn't about, who's a unicorn and who's not. It was about strength and speed. And then I wrestled Tony Wright, and me and Tony Wright had the same goal, which is why Tony Wright was the exact person I wanted to face at the Pride show, because I knew a lot of people will go out, they'll carry the Pride flags and that is great. It's representation. But me and Tony wanted that main event purely to go out, mention nothing to do with Pride, and prove that the main event we put on could be on any True Grit show and not held to a different standard for the Pride show. And judging by everyone's response, I think we did that.
Oh, 100%.
But in saying that as well, Sammy Blue, look at a little smile coming, watch. Sammy Blue is genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever met. And he does deserve the world, because when I had the match with him, I was like, I want to wrestle him and things like that, and he'll be good. He is very talented in the ring as well. And out of everyone I've wrestled, you'll see Tony Wright doing his thing everywhere. You'll see Jason Joshua everywhere. And I'm not saying Sammy Blue isn't. He is. But he needs to be more, because Sammy Blue, I feel like there's a lot of people that still either aren't sure who Sammy Blue is, or they haven't took a chance on him yet. And take it from me, they need to, because I've been in the ring with him
100%.
And in a couple of years, and I'm only saying in a couple of years, it's nothing to do with what Sammy Blue is doing. It's everything to do with people haven't took a chance on him yet. But when he gets that break, and he does get, the spot on Effie's Big Gay Bunch at TNT, people will remember, and he will become bigger than what he is, because he should be, hands down.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I love him to death. When I first saw him, he was against Gung Ho Muttley in, I think, a no DQ match at Fountains Church. There wasn't, it weren't a big crowd over, but I was just like, oh, wow. And then when I heard he was facing you, I was like, well, I'm going to be there. I fucking need to be there. Because you two are just so talented. And like you say, more people do need to take a chance on him. And
they do. And I'll be the first one to tell them as well. Despite at True Grit, don't everything I'm saying is coming from me that hasn't got my sparkly pants on. The minute I put them sparkly pants on, I ate a lot of them. Just to be clear, I do.
Well, he needs a rematch anyway, because somebody got involved. So he deserves a rematch.
Right? Listen, you watch these shows.
Listen, let's not get bogged down.
You watch these shows. If Sammy Blue got a rematch tomorrow, do you think Jackie T's not going to be there again? Come on.
I will come in Sammy's corner.
And listen, right, everyone's complaining about me being in Adam's corner. Maybe they just want to think a little bit more ahead and maybe take a page out of his book. Is there not a reason why he's gotten this far in the first place? Because he's 1 or 2 steps ahead of everybody else.
And let's be honest, right?
No?
Even if I didn't have Jackie T, I didn't have Airspray, I didn't have a baton, I didn't have Ivy, I'd still be champion, and I'd still be better than a lot of them.
Facts.
So, and I know people think, oh, why are you saying that? And the only people that will react like that is the ones that know it's true.
Have that.
But in all honesty, having them lot there and the advantage just makes it better. You all keep saying oh, I wonder who's gonna win this match. The Pride title's being defended again. Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
I don't know why you all seem to think I'm gonna be dropping that belt anytime soon, because I'm not. It's funny.
To be fair,
the only time when you'll drop it is when you decide that you want to drop it.
Anytime soon. Because I think you do, you deserve it so much.
And if I do drop it, and I did drop it, and everyone's like, yes, someone's beat Adam Bolt, I guarantee everybody that thinks that will regret saying it. Because the minute I'm not involved in them championship matches, you're all going to be like, ah. And that's not just to discredit anyone else. That's just because no one's going to look as good as me.
Amen again.
You know what I mean? Have you seen the picture with me carrying that belt? Looks stunning.
It does. It does. You do carry it well.
Everyone else will look ratty with it.
Now, also, I wanted to mention that dive at TNT, because that's all I was seeing for days being shared around was that dive. Again, how do you do this?
So that dive, right, there was a reason behind that. So bearing in mind that TNT show was happening 7 days after the ladder match with Tony. And I'm smart. I am smart. I'm smart, aren't I? I'm smart.
If you said so.
Yeah. So, I was thinking, do you know what? I'm not going to quit and let people just talk about me for this ladder match. It was great. And it took, no word of a lie, the day of True Grit, not True Grit, TNT, was the first day I'd not been tagged in something about that ladder match. So like every day following that ladder match for 7 days straight, somebody tagged me in something to do with it. And when I got to TNT, I was like, I want people to keep talking.
Yeah.
Like I like being the character. I like being the heel. I don't often do stupid stuff just because I can. I won't. I'll only do it if I'm safe and I trust somebody I'm in there with. But I was just like, do you know what? Like, there's something got to be said. Like, do you know, a lot of people, when people notice you and stuff, it's okay to go to the shows and make an impression on people, and you can. But let's not lie. I wish it wasn't this way, but it is. A lot of people get their big break from some things going viral. They do. Like, we've seen it with people around here. Like, you know, they deserve every success they get, but sometimes that kickstart is the right person seeing the right thing. So I was like, okay. I'd rather people take notice of, like, you know, people aren't going to see a video of me that's a 2-minute clip and have their attention span going through the whole thing to be like, oh, he's a good heel. But if there's a 10-second clip of me diving off a balcony, they're going to take notice, right? So I was like, I want to do something just to keep people talking. So that's why I did it. And because Shane Monet were on floor, and I think now I'm going to squash him. The only thing I will say is that a death match went on in the first half and we were on in the second half. So I landed it and it was great. There was glass everywhere. So I had my sister, no word of a lie, the day after TNT, just from being on the outside. That even though I landed on a pile of people, I had my sister using tweezers to get a shard of glass out of my stomach the day after.
Oh my god!
And that was worse than anything I'd done 7 days prior in the ladder match. Insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
So House of Pain, you two tag team champions. Well, you were.
Rude.
You were. Are you going for them again? Are you going to get them back?
When we did, I mean, when we decide we want them back, yeah. Damn right.
What's
How
our
it
plan?
works.
Our plan. So plan big man, right?
Big man plan.
Big man plan. There you go. Literally, whoever's got him, we're taking him. Don't care who it is, because quite frankly, none of them hold a candle to what we can do. So, have that.
Do you still wrestle in your Roman Reigns looking gear, Jackie?
At the moment, yeah. At the moment.
Agreed. You should have been like, what you're waiting about Roman Reigns gear. Although, funny story for you. I'm going to tell you because it's hilarious. So, we were at Glowworm Festival yesterday.
I know what's coming now.
For House of Pain, and we decided last minute to take part in the Rumble they were doing. I went out and entered number 5. There were only 15 people in it. I entered number 5. I went out. I used the S-Bay. I was like, back up, bitches, nah. And they threw me out. Jack caught me, carried me around the ring.
Again, saved him.
Saved me. Didn't do a good enough job because the minute I got in, they threw me out other side, didn't they? So I was gone before 6 came out. But what are you laughing at?
Sorry.
The last entrant, Jackie T, makes his entrance. We're like, right, come on then. I'm expecting. I make it look good. No, all I heard was turning sticks. Put Roman Reigns' old music on, the Shield music.
Yeah.
Filming.
Although I can't lie, right? I was taking it all in. I was all for that.
He rolled with it. It actually worked.
I was rolling with that.
Did you win?
Roman Reigns could never.
Never.
Did you win?
No.
Yeah. So, although we made it to the last 2.
Yeah, we did.
He was on the outside, but we made it to the last 2.
Like, if he got eliminated,
that's it.
If Jack's last 2, I'm last 2.
This is how it works. If I'm the last 2, he's the last 2. If he's the last 2, he's just the last 2. That's how it works. Whatever's mine, whatever's mine is his, and whatever's his is still his. It's just how it works.
That is exactly what it is.
And now we're going to move into Mr. and Mr.
Oh yeah,
Mr. and Mr. Go on then. Don't mess about.
No trying to save each other's feelings, right? I had that the first time I played it. They were trying to look after each other, and I was like, "This is just
no."
I get a kick out of upsetting him. So.
Amen to that.
True. Right. Question 1: who's messiest?
Messiest.
Mm-hmm. At least he's honest. The most vain.
Oh. I don't think that. I don't think that's any. That's any thought. Really.
I'm just slightly more vain than Jack.
No.
I can't imagine Jack being vain, to be fair.
I agree.
He's not, but because I'm like 1% vain and he's none, so I've got to take it, haven't I?
1%. 1%. Mr. Spotlight. Worst singer.
That was good.
Worst singer.
Oh, don't! I will knock you out. I'm telling you now.
Are you joking?
Are you joking?
You've never heard me my bagpipes like full on.
No, I know you're joking. Secret for you, by the way. Hidden talent of mine. I can actually hold a good note, but in the voice of other people.
And just went on to that. I did Barbie Girl to like literally pristine, a pristine performance. Can I just say? Pristine.
Right. He performed Barbie Girl by going in a Barbie world, and he's like, "You can brush me hair." Like he did it in like a Chesterfield accent, right?
Oh, so we all saw the footage. That's why as soon as he came out for your match, just after that had been around, we were all chanting Barbie Girl at him.
Yeah. Although it was a good performance and it was funny, vocals shit. So in terms of me, I can actually sing, and I know I can. I just don't tell anyone because people see enough of my talents at True Good. They don't need to hear me sing as well.
Jesus.
What were that vain question?
Are we ready for the next question?
Yeah, go on.
Worst dancer.
I'm busting moves, right?
He does the dad dance. He does the two-step and goes like this, and that's as far as it goes.
And tell me that is not like a proper elite class dance. Yeah, thank you.
I just
although it does outdo me on the flips on the dance floor. I can't do that.
Yeah. Do you flip around the dance floor?
Of course he does. You should have seen him on his birthday.
I did do that. Do you know when in a wrestling match when someone grabs my foot and I flip and I land on my feet, and I did that on a dance floor once.
I gave him I gave him a little bit more of an extra boost though. See how far I could get him.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. Right. I think I know which one this is going to be, but who has to have the last word?
Oh, that's not even without question. Are you joking?
That much we can.
If I say the grass is green, it's not. It's army green. No, I'm saying.
Right. No. What it is it's not that I like to have the last word. It's just Jack's too dumb to have a last word.
No, that is not true.
Oh.
He just likes to have the last word. Same. So exhibit Y, exhibit whatever it is. If I tend to go like that. That is going to frustrate him. That is really going to annoy me. Him, shall I say? And I can guarantee, after when all this is over, he'll have to hit me back because he can't stand having not having the last shot.
Do you know what he did there? Right, he thought he had a very good point and he hit me, thinking I was going to hit him back. And when I didn't, he pivoted and was like, "Well, after this is done, he'll hit me."
But the fact is that it will.
He's going to win it.
Yeah, I am. I'll probably headbutt him, but then I'll bet my own head because he's massive. So,
Right, funniest.
That's me. Actually, wait a minute.
Funny to what context? Like in just naturally funny, or like funny like character wise? Like what we're looking at here?
Stupid funny is him. Insult comic is me. Anything in between, it depends on what it is.
Naturally funny.
Naturally funny. I'd say I'm quite naturally funny, but not for the reasons what other people might think. I think I'm naturally funny just because sometimes I come up with some stupid stuff.
Ask me another one. Say who's the most delusional.
Who's the most delusional? Who is it? Who's the most delusional? Is it Jackie
T?
That's his favourite word.
That's Jackie T.
That's his favourite word. That
use it from all time.
He likes that.
Who's best at keeping a secret? Are you terrible at keeping secrets?
No, I can, but I know he's like.
I don't know because I don't think. No, do you know what? I think we both are, because I have people that I could tell that I won't, but because Jack, like,
I may sometimes trip up.
No, but because Jack keeps his cards to his chest in terms of people he talks to on that level, If Jack's got a secret, he'll tell me. But if I told him a secret, nobody probably would know. So I'd probably say him.
I mean, I'll take it, but
That
That's
was
only
a
don't get
really
it.
good explanation as well.
Thank you,
Who spends the most time in the bathroom?
me.
that's
And I think I'm going to know the answer to this, judging by the story you told me at True Grit. Who's most likely to fall asleep during a movie?
Or while they're driving.
I knew that was coming, and this is like an endless thing now.
Yeah, because you keep
I mean, you
endlessly doing it.
You shouldn't have tried to kill him, right? You're supposed
I mean,
to.
I obviously didn't do a very good job because he's still here, but it wasn't my intention. It was a long day, right?
Don't get right. Do not sit there and tell me, right? Oh, it was a long day. He has a choice. When we get up and we say who's driving, he's like, I don't mind, and then he falls asleep. Like, if you know you're gonna fall asleep because you've been up since 3 a.m. doing some stupid ass job, just ask me to drive and I will. Do you know what I mean?
But I do it out of the kindness of my heart because I know he's wrestling.
Well, it's not kindness of my heart when you're trying to euthanize me, is it?
Because I'm like Joe, Mr. Bowl. You're wrestling, so I'm gonna tell one for.
So I'm gonna kill you and put you in A&E.
When I tend to start driving, I'm sound. It's always the drive on the way back.
You need more caffeine on the way back.
Yeah, which I actually did do on the way back from WWE and it worked.
Oh, shame it didn't work last 5 times.
Oh, is this a recurring thing?
Yeah, I'm just happened once.
It may have happened on the odd 1 or 2 occasions.
No, it happens more than once.
Wow. Are you still trust him to drive you places?
No, I don't. It's a struggle between, do I hope Jack gets me home in one piece and I don't have to drive because I'm wrestling, or do I wrestle and drive while Jack sits there doing nothing? So it's like, which one do I pick?
I can just you'll be doing it all, and he's just curled up on back seat, like.
Yeah, do you know what? That really annoys me as well. So when we was at, where was it? After the, what was it now? What show were we at? Oh,
what's the story first? And I might be able to like,
there was a show recently that we went to, or you came to me with, TNT. That was it. I went to TNT and he came with me. I drove, right? I wrestled. He sat and watched the show. And this is God's honest truth, right? Nothing annoys me more than when people, the passengers in a car, like, you can't help but go into sleep, right? Sometimes you can't. But when you aren't driving and somebody who's wrestled is driven and you just be like, yeah, I'm going to go to sleep, and just sleep the whole journey and let them just drive on their own, no company, after they've wrestled and took route, right? Him, on way back from TNT, he went to sleep for about an hour.
Right, but it's saying this right. Like I purposely did it to make sure he was driving on his own. I wasn't.
When did I say that?
It was just. I got a bit drunk. I tend to go without realizing and find out I'm waking up.
I think you need to see a doctor about this, Jack. Sounds like it's a bit of an issue.
See yourselves.
That's the only thing she said where we didn't have an answer to. That you need to doctor.
See yourselves. Everybody to their own. Each to their own.
That's the one.
So what have you got coming up, you two?
Ooh, well,
I think PW was the first one.
Yeah, we've got PW's making its comeback next weekend, which would depend on when this goes out. I don't know because I ain't asked. It'll be the 17th of August. We've got PW coming back. I've got TNT in September. True Grit in September. We love a bit of True Grit.
Mm-hmm.
More wrestling.
That one is my birthday on that actual day, so I'm very happy you're there.
And we have got a couple of debuts coming up, but I can't tell you about them yet. Sorry.
Oh, can't I get an exclusive?
No.
Exclusive. I'm debuting somewhere I haven't wrestled yet.
There you go.
Imagine that.
And is Mr. Snooker Player Magician coming with you?
Probably.
Is he going to be wrestling or just being a snooker player magician?
He'll probably be a snooker player magician / driver / murderer of me on way back when he falls asleep.
aside from that, though, I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, aside from that, he's all right.
Yeah. Are you debuting anywhere, Jackie?
Not at the moment, no.
We'll have to push for that.
That's it. We'll get there.
Definitely. Got eyes on you following him around, haven't you? So, because
Don't
you are
blame
really good. Like when I watched you at, like we said, the Lily show and that, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know you would be as good as you are.
I mean, look, I'll take that as a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment.
Because obviously, like, I do just see you at True Grit mostly, especially back then. So, you know, I wasn't sure if you were like brand new or because obviously I've known Adam a long time. I've only really become aware of you like the past year. So
no, that's fair. That's fair. But no, I do intend to like you know start making like my own little path in that. But once I've sort of found myself a little bit. But in saying that though, what I'm doing with Adam at the moment at True Grit and stuff like that is like probably the most fun I'm having anywhere. Like hands down. But I also yeah, it is. It is a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun, like being part of something that's, well, quite frankly, I would probably say one of the best things that's happening in True Grit right now. So, like, it
Also, can I just say as well, valeting and being a manager at ringside is a lost art these days. You don't get many people do it, and he masters it, and he does because, like, if you think about like what goes into that, because like from an insider perspective, right, when you're going into a match and you don't want to mess up, you don't want to hurt anyone, you don't want to keep anyone safe and all that lot, but it's like when you're in that match, like that person's your responsibility and your match is your responsibility, sort of thing. When you're on the outside and you're valeting, you don't want to mess up something that's other people's. So like you don't want to ruin it, right? You don't want to, you know, like imagine if Jack went to throw airspray at me and like clock Sandy inside the head, like you don't want to mess it up. So it's like, and he does it well. Like the timing and everything's there. I mean, like how many other people would you say do you know that wouldn't be on a show? Like, wouldn't be booked on the show, would wear a suit and get thrown off a ladder through a table. Not many people would do it just because. And he does so. Probably why I'm still champ.
I was literally talking to someone the other day at True Grit how I would love to be a valet. I would absolutely love it. I wouldn't want to do any violence, right? But I'd love to just be. I'd love to surprise everyone because I am quite nice to everybody. I'd love to be a heel valet and just come out and give everyone shit. Like, I think I'd really love it.
A lot of fun.
I'll make you a deal. I will push. If the time comes where Sammy Blue ever gets a rematch against me, I will push for you to come out ringside with Sammy Blue as his number one.
There you go.
So you and Jack can mouth off at each other.
I'd love to give Jack shit.
We'll have some arguments.
That sounds really fun.
The only thing you'll struggle with is keeping it PG.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you absolutely would.
No, I'm quite good at keeping PG when I have to.
That beat button would be on overdrive.
I am good at keeping PG when I have to.
Well, you're not very good when you're sat in front row, are
you? Sometimes it slips out. I do try. Like I said, what did I say at True Grit? I think I called someone I think it might have been you. I went to say, you fucking prick, and I called you a prune. Right? Because I just like, you fucking prune. James was like, what? Well, I'm trying not to swear.
I'm trying not to swear while saying the F word right before that.
No, because I say, you fucking...
I do it all the time on down low. Like the amount of times I do it to fans and stuff, like ridiculous. Like when I'm shouting, I'm very, you know, insult comic, like projecting, like calling them all sorts of stuff. But when I'm close to him, I'll be like, "Shut the fuck up." And then they're like,
yeah, exactly. You shock them, shock factor. They won't forget you.
like selling on floor. I'm like,
I love filming Jackie when he's like knocked out on the floor. I'm just like stick camera in his face.
I dread to think some of the stuff you've got on your phone of me. It's actually
I
quite
don't know if
scary.
he does it on purpose, but I'm pretty sure half of the time he is laid on the floor, he always ends up on the side you're on as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't actually know how that happens. Like it's
No, I
literally
feel
every
like it's
single
on
time.
purpose. I feel like you're posing for me at this point.
That's
It's like, Nikki, take my video. Film me, Nikki and Jeebus. Film me. I want to make it real.
We're not dying. We're covering our mouth because if you could see the sight I can see, my dog is laid on his back on the floor with paws up, with legs wide open, and he's farted, and I'm about to be sick.
I'm obsessed with nice smells, and I ain't got that right now.
Get the hairspray out. It's usually in your pocket, Jack.
Can't do that. Set on fire.
Well, now you know I'm gonna have a surprise for you for that day, don't you?
No surprises.
Oh no. Oh no. If it's your birthday and you're sat in that crowd and I'm on that show, you're getting something.
I just hope you know that on that day I'll wish you a very miserable birthday. All right.
No, you've got to sing Barbie Girl for me.
And I'm talking something the whole crowd will see, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. These have been the amazing Adam and Jackie T. Bye. Say bye.
I am smiling. Get out.
Get out.
Shift.